They called her the Doomsday Mom, a woman whose obsession with apocalyptic beliefs led to one of the most chilling, twisted, and unthinkable criminal cases in recent American history. Just when the world thought her story had reached its brutal conclusion, Arizona's courts delivered yet another shocking twist. And on June 25, 2025, Lori Vallow Daybell herself tried to claw her way out of the prison walls closing in around her. Before we unravel this unbelievable chapter of Lori Vallow Daybell's saga, make sure to subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update on the world's most disturbing true crime stories. New cases drop here every day, and trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. For years, the name Lori Vallow Daybell has echoed through courtrooms, newsrooms, and households. A mother accused of murdering her own children, a widow whose husbands and lovers mysteriously died, and a woman who believed she was a goddess destined to survive the end of the world. But just when many thought Lori's conviction in Idaho for the murders of her children would mark the end of her tragic legacy, Arizona's legal system reopened a chilling side plot. Two men connected to Lori met violent, sudden ends, and Arizona prosecutors believed Lori's manipulations ran far deeper than anyone imagined. In July 2019, Charles Vallow, Lori's then-husband, was shot and killed by her brother, Alex Cox, during a supposed domestic dispute in Chandler, Arizona. While Alex claimed self-defense, investigators would later uncover a web of text messages and chilling religious beliefs that hinted at premeditation and conspiracy. Then, just months later in October 2019, Brandon Boudreaux, Lori's niece's ex-husband, was nearly murdered in front of his Gilbert, Arizona home. A bullet narrowly missed his head, shattering a car window. Authorities traced the attempted hit to Alex Cox, acting, they believed, on Lori's command. While Alex died suddenly in December 2019, never facing charges, Arizona prosecutors pursued Lori for her alleged role in both plots. On June 12, 2025, in a Maricopa County courtroom, a jury found Lori Vallow Daybell guilty of conspiracy to commit first-degree murder in the attempted killing of Brandon Boudreaux. The conviction marked Lori's second major legal defeat in Arizona. Earlier, she had already been convicted for conspiring in the murder of Charles Vallow, her former husband. In both cases, prosecutors painted Lori as a calculating, dangerous woman driven by extremist religious beliefs. The state argued she considered these men as obstacles to her and Chad Daybell's apocalyptic vision. Removing them, they claimed, was part of fulfilling a twisted prophecy. The courtroom fell silent as the verdict was read. Lori, representing herself throughout the trial, stood motionless, her expression unreadable. Much of the Arizona proceedings drew intense public interest due to Lori's decision to represent herself. She filed bizarre motions, clashed with judges, and delivered rambling, incoherent statements laced with religious rhetoric. Court watchers described her demeanor as cold, detached, and often defiant. Some noted a stark contrast between her confident courtroom speeches and the overwhelming evidence presented against her. At one point, Lori addressed the court directly, proclaiming that her actions were guided by divine direction, and insisting she bore no earthly guilt. Her remarks were met with disbelief and visible discomfort from victims' families seated in the gallery. It was a surreal moment in a trial already packed with bizarre, otherworldly claims. Then came a move no one saw coming. On June 25, 2025, Lori Vallow Daybell filed a formal motion requesting a new trial. In the filing, she claimed that her constitutional rights had been violated when the trial judge forced her to continue proceedings despite her deteriorating health. According to Lori, she experienced severe symptoms of illness during the crucial jury selection phase, including vomiting, dehydration, and overwhelming weakness. She alleged that she was held for 6 hours in a jail cell without water, medication, or basic care. Court documents revealed Lori had been diagnosed with an infection requiring antibiotics as early as June 8. She argued that her inability to fully participate in her defense during this critical window rendered the trial unfair. Legal experts called the motion a long shot, describing it as Lori's desperate bid to escape the verdict. But under Arizona law, Any defendant has the right to petition for a new trial if procedural errors or rights violations are alleged. Prosecutors swiftly opposed the motion, insisting Lori's trial was conducted lawfully and that medical professionals had cleared her to continue. They argued that any minor discomfort she experienced did not rise to the level of a constitutional violation. As of now, no ruling has been made on Lori's request for a retrial. A hearing is expected in early July, though few court watchers believe the judge will overturn the jury's verdict. The latest developments have sparked intense reactions across social media and within the victims' families. Brandon Boudreaux, now remarried and raising his children far from the chaos Lori left behind, issued a brief statement after the motion was filed. He called Lori's request another cruel attempt to avoid accountability, adding that justice delayed is justice denied. Other family members expressed frustration and heartbreak, weary after years of navigating courtrooms, media scrutiny, and unimaginable grief. Many have pledged to appear at the sentencing hearing, determined to deliver their impact statements face-to-face. With or without a new trial, Lori's fate is closing in. She is set to face sentencing in both Arizona cases on July 25, 2025. Lori is expected to receive multiple life sentences for her crimes, adding to her existing convictions in Idaho, where she was already sentenced to life without parole for the murders of her 2 children, Tylee Ryan and J.J. Vallow. Victims' families, including Brandon Boudreaux and Charles Vallow's relatives, plan to deliver powerful impact statements at the sentencing hearing. Many have waited years for justice, and emotions are expected to run high inside that courtroom. The Vallow Daybell saga has haunted the nation for nearly half a decade. A bizarre mix of religious fanaticism, murder conspiracies, and cold-blooded executions. The case has captivated public attention in ways few crimes ever have. Even now, new details continue to emerge about Lori's beliefs, her manipulations of those around her, and the trail of destruction left in her wake. Court officials have privately acknowledged the logistical challenges of securing Lori's appearance for sentencing, given her notorious reputation and history of courtroom outbursts. Security will reportedly be heightened, and victims' families have requested additional precautions. If you followed this case as closely as we have, you'll want to be here when Vallow Daybell stands before that judge for the final time. So be sure to like, share, and subscribe to this channel right now, and turn on the notification bell so you're the first to know when we cover the sentencing, courtroom reactions, and final chapter of one of the darkest crime stories in recent history. Drop a comment below with your thoughts on Lori's latest motion and what you believe should happen on sentencing day. Do you think the court will grant her a new trial?